We are back live on campus for Maury County Public Schools Game Day. Chris Yao alongside Drake Colley and the Maury County Public Schools folks.
The dignity,
the important people around Maury County Public Schools.
Yeah, the shot callers from downtown, the downtown shot callers they call them.
And boy, what a fantastic night for us to be back out. And Drake, I think we ought to have, if we have rain preparations, we might need to have some sun preparations going forward, because this is rough out here.
Who brought the sunscreen? I need to borrow a little bit, because skin cancer is a big thing nowadays.
It's real.
I mean, it's real. It really is, and it's not a joke. So, but hey, it's Friday night. Our version of Friday Night Lights, Maury County Public School Game Day, game of the week, and this is our game day show. Welcome in. We've got our man Keith Stacy down here, athletic director for Maury County Public Schools, Chris Pointer, and operations director. Is that
Superintendent.
Superintendent.
I'll answer to that.
Wait a minute. I thought Lisa Ventura was a superintendent.
Assistant superintendents on each bookend in the corners.
Lisa Ventura's the superintendent. Her assistant superintendent.
So he's the right hand.
Eric Perryman.
Keith's the left.
Eric Perryman could not recognize his face. This is Eric Perryman sitting down here to my right.
In the shade. I'm the one in the shade down here.
You actually can't see him on the camera. I'm going to be honest with you. So we got to figure out what we're going to do there.
Sitting there slapping the shade. I mean, I'm burning up here. No, it's really not that bad. Even though we could use some rain. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, absolutely. Or a breeze right now would be out there.
Yeah.
Anything, a small fan,
Man. Drake, it's going to be a really good night for football. We've got 3 big-time games, including Maury County Public Schools tonight right here. Of course, you said our game of the week. It is Columbia Central and Lawrence County Big 5-5A region matchup, and this one is probably going to have some playoff implications after both teams are starting 0-1 in region play, so both are looking to get in the win column there. Also, Spring Hill, they are taking on James Lawson tonight.
Which used to be Hillwood.
Yes.
Out of West Nashville there.
In Bellevue
right across
area.
the tracks from Belmead, so to speak, where you have to go across the railroad tracks, other side of the tracks. I wonder if that's where that term came from.
Probably
you know what I mean? I don't know.
It started
you have to go across
Belmead.
the tracks there to get to James Lawson or Hillwood. So,
and then perhaps the biggest surprise game of the week. I don't think many people had this one circled on the calendar. Mount Pleasant at Summertown, both undefeated coming into tonight, so that should be a lot of fun. These games tonight are massive in playoffs for 2 of them, and then one of them for just really need to get on to a good track after falling last week down at Lincoln County Spring Hill, 49-14, the final score there. But it's a very important night as we hit the halfway point of the regular season tonight.
Yeah, Clayton Harris and I were talking about on the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour on WKOM 101.7. You were talking about Summertown, Mount Pleasant going to Summertown tonight. Oddly enough, Summertown, their football field was kind of donated from the man that runs and owns Schaefer's Meat down on Highway 43. He had some property, and he kind of graded that thing off and built Summertown a football field, field of dreams type thing. He built
really
it. I
is.
mean, literally kind of out in the middle of a pasture or a farm. And that's Summertown's football field, which is kind of cool. I think that's awesome.
It's legitimate small town football. If there's ever been small town football, that is about as that legitimizes it right there.
And Schaefer's Meats, and they're not paying us any money for this, but I love it. They got some great brisket and some great food down there. I just might want to go to a football game, Keith, and just go to the concession stand and see what they've got at the concession stand.
I don't know if it's changed, but carry your lawn chair, because I don't know that they even have bleachers.
They do have bleachers.
Okay. They do have some bleachers. So, well, there you have it. I mean, that's interesting. And Summertown, for their fledgling, and I would say fledgling program.
Sure.
And I want to say, how many years now?
It's been about 10 though now.
Has it been about 10? That's still around these
Still-
parts. It's kind of a very young
Sure.
program, a football program. But, hey, they beat Lawrence County 14-0. And you know that did not sit well with the Wildcats
So
out
much
of
so,
Lawrence County.
so much so that Loretto kind of got the brunt into that the next week.
Against Lawrence County. Well, and I can understand that. But
I do know that I talked to when I was at the Mount Pleasant game. We were at the Mount Pleasant game last week, and I was talking to a few people, and they were talking about, Summertown and Mount Pleasant possibly going 3-0 and going into this game today. And a lot of people are crediting Walt Smith with the help of turning that program around and solidifying that program and putting it in the right direction. So it will be really, really interesting to see how they play against Mount Pleasant today, and just to see if that 3-0 can turn to 4-0. But obviously we know Mount Pleasant will be ready. But obviously, Summertown has struggled throughout the years, and starting 3-0 is huge for that program.
Well, we've got homecoming tonight, so there's a lot of festivities going on, a lot of families and people coming to support their kids in every facet, from the band to the cheerleaders, the football players, you name it. They'll be here in just a little while. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. This is the Maury County Public School Game of the Week. Lawrence County High School Wildcats right here, Lindsey Nelson Stadium, Jim Cartwright Field, against Columbia Central High. And I guarantee you, Coach Goff is ready to get back on a winning track.
Oh, everybody's ready for them to get back on a winning track.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it's time for to probably take out a little punishment on somebody, or frustration. Maybe not punishment, but.
And this game over the last couple of years has been really tough for Columbia Central for whatever reason, and I think that both of these teams know that, and they're going to come into tonight with a very specific mindset, and you're right. I mean, when Columbia Central wants to impose their will, this is the team that they want to do it against, because they don't like each other for a long, long time.
Well, and you're coming off of a disappointing loss last week, a game that, you could argue that Columbia should have won. Disappointing loss, big region game, and would have given them a step up in the standings, and maybe even to the point that they control this region. And you come back and you're trying to rebound and get kids back. The weather's turn hot again this week, which adds to motivate. And then you throw in homecoming and all the distractions that are possibly in the minds of these young men. So a lot of things to overcome tonight for Columbia, just to get this one started and get it off to a good start.
Let's take a quick break. As you just mentioned, Coach Goff, he is standing by with a couple of players. We're going to take a quick break here on Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show, WKOM Front Porch Sports Network. We'll take a quick break and return in just a few moments.
We thrive here at Merchandise Marketplace to give our customers the best experience, quality, and price. Anything from auto supply, tools and garden, to furniture, home decor, and self-care. Don't miss our daily deals Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Our doors open at 10 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your finds await at 1412 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia, Tennessee, Suite 20.
Are you tired of living with neuropathy? If you're living with pain and numbness in your feet, then you understand that most treatments only target the symptoms of your neuropathy. At the Dr. Gill Center, our customized therapies target the underlying causes of neuropathy, promoting healing and helping to restore function. Are you ready to say goodbye to pain and limitations of neuropathy and hello to a brighter, pain-free future? Call 615-794-0800 and ask about our $49 special. Take the first step. Start living pain-free with Dr. Gill Center. Call me painfree.com.
I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Do you want to be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you want to taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
We are back here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by Drake Colley. We've got Chris Pointer with us as well, Maury County Public Schools Athletics Director. And joining us now on the stage is Columbia Central head football coach Tredarius Goff and a couple of players as well. So we'll get right into it and talk a little ball. Coach Goff, thanks for joining us. Welcome in.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Okay, and with Coach Goff, he brought two of his senior football players with him. Number 5, Autry Smith on the far end to my left, and number 6, Caden Allred. Caden, you're a linebacker and running back. And Autry, you are a defensive back.
Yes, sir.
And I think most importantly, you guys are seniors.
Yes, sir.
And you realize, you know, this is, as far as high school football goes, this is kind of the last dance, so to speak, right? I mean, you're about halfway through the season. I don't want to, Coach Goff, I don't want to bring up bad memories of last week, and I think the best mindset for last week and the loss to Shelbyville is just to move forward and put that behind us and look for brighter days. Don't you feel that's the best way to kind of attack?
I agree. Learn from it, but keep pushing. And I was, at the end of the game, I was encouraged with the effort and how hard the guys played, but And that's what I told them. Winning is hard, man. And if you can play good 90% of the game and then you don't execute and do your job and, you know, get some of the plays that you need to get towards the end, then it don't matter. It's all about how you finish. And it's a 4-quarter game, so you got to play all 4 quarters until there's no time on the clock in the 4th.
And like Coach said over here, guys, it's about being in that moment and learning how it slipped away and not allowing it to happen again. Right, Caden, would you say?
Yes, sir.
And probably tell us about you guys as seniors and Autry or Caden, whichever one you all want to go first. Just tell us about football, what it's meant to your life, your family's life, and tell the folks the last halfway through the season what your expectations are.
For me, my expectations are to at least, you know, make it at least 3rd, 4th round of playoffs and just hopefully win state for me, honestly.
Okay. I mean, you're going to that's setting pretty high expectations. But, I mean, you know, you set them high, shoot for the stars, right?
Yes, sir.
Autry, what are you thinking?
I mean, for the rest of this season, I just want to go week by week. And main 2 things is physicality and effort. And, third thing would be discipline, because that's something we need to work on is discipline and the little things, the details, because it's a few plays. It's had us lose 2 games this year already. And, I mean, overall, physicality, we've got to keep it up, getting higher every week, and take it week by week and go as far as we can get.
And, Coach, like Autry said, you 2 games. I mean, they were so tight, man. I mean, it was just right there. Yep. I mean, the golden rings were right there for both games.
Yep, you're right.
And, you know, it's like you said, it's a kind of a learning process for your players, for the program as a whole, and kind of the culture of Columbia Central High football, which is what you're trying to instill, right? That winning culture.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Win on the field, in the classroom, and in life. You know, and sometimes, like I said, winning is hard. So, you know, when you go through stuff like that, it take a lot out of you when you don't put everything into it the week before, practice hard and prepare well, and then you don't get the outcome that you think you deserve or want at the end of the game. But that helps. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, every loss you got to find a lesson in it, and it helps build character. You know how you felt after that game, and some of the things that we didn't execute on to get the W. So the next week you get the opportunity to do it again, and some of those things that we didn't execute on last week, we got to execute on this week. And like they said, each of those games, it's been a play here, a play there. Like I told them at practice, I can name 7 plays right out of 140 plays in the game that was the difference in the game. You know, so every play matters. So play every play like it's your last.
So, Coach Goff, what have you learned about your team these last 3 games, obviously leading up here to Lawrence County, and have you made any sort of adjustments or changed anything based off what you've learned?
One thing I learned about them, they're going to fight. You know, they're going to fight to the end. They give us everything they got every time they step out on the field. They play hard for their coaches, and that's what I tell my coaches at meetings. You know, these guys, they're playing hard for you. You know, we're just not doing everything right at the moment. And as the season continues to go on and we get reps, you know, keep working, and that'll come, you know. But they're playing hard for us, and I'm learning, you know, what group might go here. You know, we made some changes on the defensive side of the ball and things with certain personnel that we think will benefit us a little better and be a little bit more athletic and things like that. But, you know, as a coach, you always got to be looking to what's going to help your team, what's best for the team, what's going to make us better, who's going to give us the best opportunity to win. And it's a hard decision because you're dealing with kids, and all of them work hard and, you know, sacrifice their time for the team. So it's a hard decision, but at the end of the day, we got to do what's best for the team and keep pushing forward.
Now, what do you expect out of Lawrence County tonight? I mean, what do you expect to see? Now, people know if they keep up with football around South Central Middle Tennessee. Hey, they know that Summertown went in there, so a much smaller high school within Lawrence County, and shut them out 14-0 earlier in the season. Summertown and Mount Pleasant are playing tonight, both undefeated. What do you know, and what do you expect to see from the Lawrence County Wildcats coming out? Because we know, and it's happened before, it happens all the time in basketball, football, every sport, that Lawrence County comes up into Murray County, into Columbia, and plays a high school in these parts. You know, they they got a little chip on their shoulder. They've got something to prove.
Most definitely. And I even brought up back to when we played, there was a guy named Trent Garland who was the ultimate competitor out of Lawrence County. And every time we played him, we knew we had our hands full because he was going to give it all. And that's no different what I expect with these guys. Some guys who are going to come out, give it all, lay it all on the line, not going to lay down. You know, they're doing some different things this year than what they've done in the past. They got a little bit more athletic and spreading people out and things. So I'm eager to get it going, but I don't expect nothing less than a dog fight from them because they're gonna come out ready.
There you go. So you go ahead.
I was going to say that you know, with these two guys over here, particularly playing defense, and Coach, you mentioned, you know, changing some things up. Lawrence County has traditionally run the football, and they run the football well. This year's no exception. That being said, they've got one kind of workhorse in Carter Pettigrew. Got to make sure you stop him, but they don't throw the ball a lot, which means you have to be very disciplined, and you talked about that discipline. You've got to be very disciplined over there, Autry, and not get sucked into the run and get beat deep. How do you plan to attack that tonight and make sure you don't, get caught up chasing the run and get beat?
I mean, that's just reading your keys, reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, if it's run or pass. But, I mean, if they want to run the ball, they can run the ball all they want. Because, I mean, defense-wise, I have a whole lot of faith in our run game stoppage. So, but just getting beat deep, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you.
Caden, as a linebacker, how important is it for you to make that read quickly and get stops and get off the field on third down?
I would say it's very important for – us linebackers coming downhill and making tackles and whatnot. But like Autry said, I think that we have a really good run stoppage defense and not really too worried about the pass either.
Well, both teams are coming in, and both teams are in purple and gold. It's going to be kind of plain. It's like I know that you'll have on dark and light jerseys tonight, but Coach, as a team, in the last couple of weeks have been rough on your players, your program, close losses, but you win and you lose as a team, right? Yep. And you got to kind of put that flag in the ground and say, it's time to turn this ship around. And I got a feeling tonight's the night. Yep. Don't you guys feel that way? Yes, that tonight's the night, and it's not because Lawrence County lost to Summertown. That has nothing to do with it. They're just another football team that's prepared to play for you all like you all prepared for them. And it's time to put that flag in the ground and turn the ship around.
Yep.
So, Mr. Allred and Mr. Smith, you all are seniors. It's your last homecoming. And obviously, I know that whether you're doing it tonight or not, but you have thought about what you're going to do next. So talk a little bit about what plans you have academically, athletically, that you plan to do once you graduate from Columbia Central High School.
What I plan on doing, if I don't get an offer or nothing, I plan on going to probably like a trade school, probably heading to like some HVAC work or something like that.
Good stuff.
I've thought about, if I don't go to college or nothing, obviously thought about trade school, thought about the military, but kind of undecided right now.
And that's
fine.
That's a great thing about Maury County Public School Systems. If you guys are offered while you're in school right now, all different types of trade opportunities are brought to you here at Columbia Central High. People coming in that do all types of different trade works or whatever. If you don't want to go to Columbia State, or you don't want to go to a junior college or 4 more years of school, you just want to let's get to work and make some money.
Yes, sir.
And that's the opportunities that's offered to you guys, right? I mean, isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yes, oh yeah, yes, sir.
So you can be exposed to a lot of different trades, a lot of different types of work, and you can make a decision early on in your life, and get busy, as they say, right? I mean, that's what it's all about.
So before we cut to break, because we're right here, what is a message that you would leave as seniors to your fellow teammates?
Just stay focused and be physical, really.
I'd say physicality, ambition, and just details, small details.
Good stuff.
All right.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, we're excited for tonight. Again, Lawrence County at Columbia Central. It is the Maury County game of the week tonight on WKOM, but you can also, of course, hear the Golden Tones of Barry Duke on 103.7 FM, as you always can each and every week. So make sure that you are tuned in tonight. And if you have a chance and you want to watch it online, you can, of course, watch it online. You guys can go back and watch it. And how cool, have you guys had some family members maybe checking out the games online now that they can see it? How cool is it to be able to go back and watch yourself play?
Yeah, I like it a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we're so old. Back in the day, they had these machines called Betamax machines, and you had to run.
What is that?
I know. And the only way you got to watch it was in the coach's office on a
You
big,
got lucky, yeah.
on a big
I
TV
was lucky
too.
enough. Hey,
that was it.
Saturday morning
That wasn't
on
it.
public access TV, you might have got lucky if your game was won throughout the state.
We didn't have that back in the 80s, I promise you that.
So anyway,
Oh,
but go
Tre'Davious,
ahead.
before just a message from your grandmother. She said there are no losses today, especially not like last week. And if she got to put a headset on, she said she'll put a headset on.
Tell her she always got a spot.
She
with
said
me.
she is not sitting up there. She's sitting right behind the team, and she said she will let you know
Okay, yeah, she
when
was
y'all
fired
get out of
up.
line.
Yeah, she was fired up last week.
That sounds
She's still fired up.
Coach Goff, that sounds serious. I might take that to heart.
Nah, it
for
is.
sure.
No doubt. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight, gentlemen, and have a great senior season and homecoming night. You only get one of these, so
That's right.
Don't,
Enjoy it.
Don't miss any of it. Take every single second of it in.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy
Yes,
it and good
sir.
luck. Thank you, Coach Goff.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, more Murray County Game Day right here on WKOM 101.7 FM. Stick around.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
This is Tripp Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We ride anything from your bulldozer to helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit.
We're back here on the Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. I'm Chris Yao. Drake's under the table.
Well, I dropped my little foam cover for the mic.
Under the table.
No telling who's been in this headset. I need to have this little foam cover.
You need to have it sanitized.
It might be more sanitary. Take the whole thing off.
If it makes it feel better, you are the only person who has used that headset all year long.
Is that a spit catcher? What is that?
I don't know. What do these little foam rubber things do?
It's a wind catcher or whatever. Yeah, it's supposed to knock the wind down.
Yeah.
We've needed it a couple times, but
Yeah, I think we're good today.
We are, in fact, good today.
It's game day, folks. Thank you for joining us right here, and we are live.
You can still see Keith. You can barely see us, but
I know the sun is going down. It's starting to get just about right.
Broadcasting to you from Lindsey Nelson Stadium, just of the west end of Jim Cartwright Field, and at 7 o'clock, folks, this homecoming game between Columbia Central High and visiting Lawrence County High School Wildcats will be broadcast at 7 o'clock from the Marion Wilhoit press box inside the Dan James
Communication
Center or Media Center. Now, I've got that all, and I'm done for the rest of the show.
Buttery smooth voice of Barry Duke on the call.
The smooth, I just call him smooth because he's so smooth. You know what I mean? He does a great job, and I guess Maverick's going to be
Maverick Dickinson will be inside,
and Maverick does a great job too. His knowledge of football just overfloweth.
Now, didn't Maverick, is he coaching for Whitthorne?
He is.
Yeah, I thought him giving a pretty passionate speech the other day after they took a hard loss to
that was a heck of a ball game.
It was a wonderful ball game. That was down their experience. We're talking about middle school ball. It was great.
I was going to ask Chris about that in the first segment. We didn't get to it, and then now he's off on the telephone. I couldn't ask him about it. But it was a fantastic football game. And for those who missed it, it is archived. Kennedy Broadcasting, WKOM. You can go back and watch it.
Can I get the score?
It is worth watching. But, yeah, absolutely.
22 to 18?
No, 28 to
22.
They scored there at the end, didn't they? Mount Pleasant.
I'm not sure what the final score was, but it was. I know it was 28 Mount Pleasant. I thought it was 14, but Whitthorne may have scored late.
They had Whitthorne had a promising comeback there. Then it was just snuffed out by Mount Pleasant. They got a couple studs on that team.
Too little, too late. To use an old cliche.
It was in the fourth quarter.
But I'm telling you what, Mount Pleasant played one heck of a defensive ball game to begin with, and then Keith, they just ran the ball. Deontay Webster just could not be stopped. He had about a 85-yard break off for a touchdown, and it was a thing of beauty.
And I understand that young man is up for middle school MVP.
Yeah, he's rushed for over 800.
On 60-something carries.
And he plays a great defensive back position also. So
if you get Chris to read his stat line and the young man from Whitthorne's stat lines, they're pretty impressive. They're the two finalists for MVP for middle school football.
And are you talking about the kicker for Whitthorne,
yeah.
Jaden White, number 11?
Yes.
Man, he's going places.
I tell you what,
we might see him
kicker.
play. I tell you what, if he keeps progressing, he's just an 8th grader. He keeps progressing like he has been, and keeps going. We might see him on Sundays.
And we're talking about the kicker for Whitthorne,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I put doubt in him. The first game I saw, they played at Ridley Park. They went for a field goal, and I thought,
What are we doing?
And I'd be doggone if he didn't kick that ball. And I told my wife, I said, hey, pay attention to that kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not much on kickers. He's going somewhere.
Jaden White. Write that name down and
sock it away. It's coming.
Chris Pointer knows who we're talking about when we talk about Jaden and Deontay Webster and some of their stats.
Talk a little bit about that game on Tuesday and the playoffs coming up, Chris.
Yeah, so we're in playoff season across the county. So last week was our volleyball championships, and Battle Creek came off on top in our volleyball championships. It was Battle Creek versus Culleoka. Tonight, Battle Creek will play Culleoka again in soccer, and that's probably going to be just a flat-out battle. We have a JV tournament that will be taking place tomorrow in Whitthorne, so we're trying to work in and incorporate our JV, kind of give them a tournament experience. And then
that's volleyball, right? Tomorrow?
That's volleyball tomorrow, yep.
And go ahead.
And I was just going to say, starting on Tuesday, we have our kind of BCS-style type kind of Final Four for football, as Whitthorne Middle School will take on CA, and Mount Pleasant will take on Spring Hill Middle School. And they're going to battle it out to see who finishes up in the championship on October 1st right here at Lindsey Nelson, and may the best team win.
And, Chris, I tell you what kind of amazes me and what is such a beautiful thing, and you're the athletic director for all of Maury County Public Schools, is that Maury County Public Schools are able to kind of keep everybody within traveling distance for their contests, whether it be volleyball, softball, baseball, whatever it is, middle school. These middle schools, these parents have jobs, they have places to be, and they don't want to have to drive to Murfreesboro and back on a weekly basis, or drive to Franklin and back. They can play each other right here and compete right here in Maury County.
And that's honestly a wonderful thing on lots of levels. When I started at E.A. Cox back in the late 90s, we had to travel to Mount Juliet, we had to go to Clarksville, we had to go to Lebanon just to play schools that were our size outside of Whitthorne. And now, like you said, you can play a whole season here in county, and we've built a culture now too, and Chris can elaborate on this, to where we've put small schools and large schools together. Whitthorne's twice the size of Mount Pleasant, and they squared off the other night in county, went at it with each other, and competition prevails on that.
Yeah. And I would take it a little, I would add a different angle as far as when we talk about creating opportunities, but we talk about all the time, and it starts with Mr. Perriman at the top. We're just talking about what opportunities can we create for our student athletes. And it's no different than this radio show. He texted me or called me like on a random Saturday and was like, hey, I'm listening to the Little League game on the radio. I'm in the garage. We need to do this for our students. And I'm like, all right, I'm on it. And so it's just kind of birthed this. And it's just really the focus is about creating opportunities for our student athletes. And the more we can create for them, the better. If you had went to that Mount Pleasant Whitthorne game, you would have thought it was a high school game of two 5-0 teams going up against each other.
Absolutely.
I parked at the softball field.
The turnout, yeah.
At a middle school game, I parked at the softball field and walked in to the stadium, and it was packed.
I don't know what the gate was. I want to say there was over 1,000 people there for both schools.
Easy.
There was an open seat on the Whitthorne side, as a matter of fact. And my daughter cheers for Whitthorne.
Me and Barry sat right beside each other on
this trailer.
Well, for you, there needs to be
a little bit more. There needs to be a little bit more open.
You know what I mean? It's an open seating like an open environment.
We need a little bit larger area to see.
You buy 2 tickets, big man. You buy 2 tickets.
Yeah. You know we ain't here no more.
You done? No more.
It was a lot of fun on Tuesday. And again, for those of you who did not get to see it, you can go back and watch it on the Facebook page, YouTube page, of course, and all of that. Let's talk a little bit about last week. Jonathan Berry now joining us. I don't know if we've introduced that Jonathan's with us, but I know he's excited. It's homecoming tonight here at Columbia Central. It's homecoming tomorrow for his Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders as they welcome the Duke Blue Devils of the Atlantic Coast Conference. That should be a lot of fun.
I tell you, that's going to be
that should be a good game.
That's going to be. I don't think it'll be a good game.
You don't think it's going to be good at all?
I think I gave Derek Mason the benefit of the doubt. When he first came in, I wasn't excited with the hire. I think it was a rushed hire, in my opinion. I think there were some other people out there available, in particular a former teammate of mine who coaches offensive line at the University of Tennessee. I don't know if he even reached out to him. heck, even a former coach at Middle Tennessee is down the road at Swanee, doing wonderful things down there at Swanee. So Derek Mason, it is what it is, but I believe when they showed what they got when they went against Tennessee Tech and almost put up the loss there. I know,
but they didn't.
They didn't.
They did.
They drank, and I know there was
this man. This is
there was
the man, the myth, the legend himself, right here.
Look at here. There was a 2-hour rain delay and all that good stuff, and then Ole Miss is Ole Miss, so you would expect that out of them.
They played following Hurricane Gussie, right?
They did play following Hurricane Gussie. It was very windy that day.
These are the winds.
Yeah.
The warm rains.
Hurricane Gussie don't play. I'm just telling you right now.
But it should be a lot of fun tomorrow. If not the game, all the festivities surrounding MTSU. Homecoming again. Homecoming tonight. We'll get off the speakers here at 6:30. But
actually, it should be a fun game.
Let's talk a little bit about last week. Mount Pleasant escapes. We all thought that Mount Pleasant should win handily. Now we did not realize that it was going to come an absolute soak fest out there, but we got a chance to see that turf in action and dry up a little bit. Evan Plunkett with a 30-yard fumble return earned him the
play of the game,
TOA Player of the Week for Main Street Murray. He was also a big contributor on offense as well. They win 15-7 and kind of take control. They're, again, 4-0 going into tonight.
Well, a win. Tell them, Coach, a win. It's in the W. It's not a
win. Don't matter how.
I mean, they don't
win and move on.
And then that's just the way football is. So that's the way sports are. Sometimes you're not on your game completely, and you don't. Sometimes the other team that is supposed to be maybe a little less talented, a little less skilled, a little less athletic, they're on their game and they're playing above.
Absolutely.
Above their heads.
I believe Georgia got a taste of that last weekend.
Yeah.
And it happens. It happens in all levels of the sport.
Absolutely, it does. So you've got to come, and you've got to come with your head screwed on straight, focused, and on point, and do what you're coached, and put your best foot forward, and see what happens. So
absolutely,
that's what it's all about. Football, baby.
We also want to mention, of course, Columbia Central went over to Shelbyville, did get beat 34-24. They did kick a field goal, though. I told you that Luis Garcia was going to kick a field goal. I said he'd be the difference in the game. I was wrong.
You're amazing.
But I did say he'd kick a field goal. So, look, I'll take that.
How did you think of that?
Because, it helps when you know the answers to the test.
I guess it
and
does.
Luis Garcia has a leg. It's funny. We talked about him last week making
about Garcia, absolutely.
About him breaking the school record. It may not stand very long if this kid from Whitthorne sticks around.
I'm telling you what, if Jaden White comes and plays here, if he comes and plays football here at Columbia Central High School, whatever field goal record there is for the longest field goal here at Columbia Central High School,
it will be broken.
That will be broken.
Yep,
that will be broken.
I concur. It will be.
And I'm taking all wagers. I'm taking all wagers. All dinner bets or a Coca-Cola, whatever. Coca-Cola, a lemonade. Hey, where's our lemonades?
It's on the way. It says freshly made.
He's squeezing them now.
He's squeezing them now. Yeah.
Oh.
My brothers and me, forever freshly made lemonade.
And I remiss
it's good stuff.
My tongue's swelling up right now just looking at them.
Exactly.
Hey, Ooh La La hooked me up a while ago with a Georgia peach and cream
folks,
slushy.
Folks, we got over 45 minutes.
You got time.
We
if
got
you're
all
listening
kinds
to us
of
right
people
now, get down here. The homecoming festivities are going to start here in about 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes. 6:30. Got time to kick off. It's at 7 between Lawrence County and Columbia right here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. There's plenty of parking. Get down here. The sun is going down behind the big hill here at Murray County Park. We call it the Big Hill, all the way at the top. And it's going down. Things are cooling off.
Getting right.
And it's football weather.
It's cooling rapidly right now.
That's
right.
Nice. And this can be your primer for the Big Tennessee number 6 Vols going to Norman, Oklahoma tomorrow night. This could be your kind of early primer, get you in the.
Well, they're both kind of the game of the week, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Trail of Tears run through Oklahoma.
The game day,
Yes.
crew is going to be in Norman, Oklahoma tomorrow. So just like we're here, our game day crew is right here at Columbia Central High School, Lindsey Nelson Stadium, just outside of Jim Cartwright Field. So there you have it.
Other games from around the area last week, not a lot going on right here in Murray County outside of what we just talked about. Of course, Spring Hill did go to Lincoln County where they fell 49-14. Do you want to give a shout out though? Cordell Isaac has been a big bright spot for these Spring Hill Raiders. He was 15 of 29 for 111 yards last week. Of course, they knew he had to throw it late, so sometimes those numbers get a little skewed on the completion percentage, but also ran 8 times, was the leading rusher for the team with at 29 yards rushing. So just want to give that kid a shout out for doing a lot of good work for the Raiders. He has certainly been a bright spot for that offense.
This week, let's see, CA has Donaldson Christian visiting, right?
Should be a
so
good
I'm going
game.
to go down the line here. Obviously, we got Lawrence County here at Columbia Central High School, Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Kickoff's at 7. Mount Pleasant is traveling to Summertown. And Summertown, program's about 10 years old. They're undefeated. Mount Pleasant's undefeated.
That's in the Schaefer
They're going
Meats
out. They're going
Stadium, right?
Yeah, Schaefer Meats.
All the brisket you want.
It's a prime piece of real estate.
It's that field
in more ways than one.
It's that Field of Dreams thing, I mean, Kevin Cosby, you build it, they will come.
That big bulldog sitting down there waiting for the game to start.
Summertown has 3 guys who have ran for more than 40 times on the year. That's wild. Caden McCrory has 43 carries for 250 yards. Quint Smith, 47 for 203, and Jaden Stoll, 31 for 183. But still, 30-plus times for 3 different guys. And Stoll is the quarterback as well. He's 13 of 22 for 340. He doesn't throw the ball very much. They don't like to throw the ball.
No, it doesn't sound. How could you throw it much? I mean,
Why would you
if
you can run the ball successfully?
That's right.
So that'll be it'll be a good game, too. It might be a quick one. Because they're going to run the football.
Who do our neighbors in North Spring Hill have tonight?
They have James Lawson.
That's Spring Hill.
Spring Hill has.
No.
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill's homecoming tonight against James Lawson. Their kickoff is at 7 o'clock.
What about up at Summit?
Summit is at home against Brentwood.
Ooh.
And Independence is at home against Beach.
Oh,
so
that's a Buccaneer right here.
Yeah, a Buccaneer right here, baby. I'm a Beach Buccaneer.
Are you serious?
That was a heart attack.
Those are serious.
The Beach Buccaneer.
Yeah, how much is
the Buccaneers from Beach?
How much is that?
How much is your corn, JB?
It's a Buccaneer, baby. What's that on the side of your bucking head?
Life's a beach.
It is.
I mean, it is.
On the hill at the holler at the island at the beach.
There you go. There you have it.
Fellas, we've got homecoming festivities coming up here in just a few moments.
And you got lemonade on the way.
We've got lemonade on the way.
Turning the corner.
We heard it, but I hadn't seen it.
Oh, I believe it. When it's in,
Oh, there he comes.
Mr. Tyson Osborne.
Tyson,
yes,
my brothers and me.
You're a hero, man.
I think we
forever freshly squeezed lemonade.
Right
we
there.
need to give Tyson honorary player of the game.
Yeah,
no
doubt.
going to give it to him
Give him a game
right
ball.
now. Oh man, look at there!
Tyson, man, thank you, man.
Oh man,
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
That's Beach High School colors, so
There
I'll
you
be
go.
all right.
There you go. And we've got a couple of very special guests, including the
that's
Big
a straw.
Kahuna is coming up, Drake. So
The
make sure you straighten up and fly
Lisa,
right before
the big Kahuna from
before-
Murray County Public Schools. Lisa,
That's right.
Ventura is going to come up. There
So
she is waving
before-
at us. Okay.
Before she gets up here, make sure you straighten up and
Because she can't have any of my lemonade. She's had to bring her own lemonade.
I hear you.
I know she's going to be eyeing it, but
So-
she's going to have to bring her own lemonade. That's just the way it is.
We're looking forward to it again.
She'll
Game
get
of the week.
squeezing.
Game of the week tonight is going to be a lot of fun right here at Columbia Central. So stick around. We'll be right back in just a few moments here on the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
We thrive here at Merchandise Marketplace to give our customers the best experience, quality, and price. Anything from auto supply, tools and garden, to furniture, home decor, and self-care. Don't miss our daily deals Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Our doors open at 10 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your finds await at 1412 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia, Tennessee, Suite 20.
We are back here on Maury County Public Schools Game Day on Front Porch Sports Network. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by Drake Colley coming to you. And hey, now that everybody's in the shade, the camera has decided that we can see everybody on stage now. So this is exciting news. But Drake, man, it's good to be on 101.7 each and every week here at 5:30 up until kickoff. And we're glad to have you guys alongside with us. If you are heading into the game, make sure to get here and park soon because, again, homecoming festivities are coming up. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this down on the outside. So if you want to hear us, you got to listen to the radio.
That's right.
We have a couple of special guests with us.
We were just joined by what I like to refer to her as the big kahuna of the Maury County Public Schools.
And her literal right-hand man over there.
Lisa Ventura. Some people call her LV, and that doesn't stand for, that's just her name. It doesn't stand for Las Vegas. She's not that shiny and sparkly.
Or 55.
But she's a really sweet, nice person. And we, up until this point, Chris, we've been kind of having to talk to her
minions.
Her helpers, you know what I mean, her handlers or whatever, the assistants, superintendents. Now she is Lisa. You have also brought with you Brian Parker, and Brian, you are
Parkhurst. But yes.
No, wait. Pronounce your last name for me.
Where are you?
Hold on. You got to cut his mic
go.
on so we can hear.
Well, yeah, it's
all right, Brian. One more time.
Parkhurst.
Parkhurst.
Like bratwurst. But
yes, exactly.
There you go.
Parkhurst.
We will now call him Parkhurst.
Brian Parkhurst. Brian Parkhurst.
That's correct.
Okay. And Brian, you are the head of school nutrition here.
I am.
In Maury County.
And brought us nothing to eat.
Man.
You're out of the shrine.
I mean, you know. Man, now, I graduated from Columbia
Federal laws. Federal laws.
That's right. You don't qualify.
I graduated from Columbia Central High, and I remember Pizza Day. We had Pizza Day. The square pieces of pizza. I mean, is that still going on?
We still have square pizzas and chicken nuggets. Chicken tenders.
How can you go wrong?
Wait, pizza and corn. It was always corn. I don't know if y'all are serving corn with pizza, but that's what it always was for us. That's weird, but whatever.
Now, and one other thing. Now, we had accessibility to like candy too. Is that over and done with?
By far.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, we could buy like Snickers, and we could do we can't do that at the cafeteria anymore. I mean,
not in the cafeteria. But they make a
I'm glad I made it
peanut
out.
butter.
I'm glad I made it out before that rule was enforced.
It's all these first ladies, they have to have something to do, and they all say kill the Snickers. It's all the first ladies that have ruined school lunch.
I guess so. I mean,
never
fails. It wasn't like they had a cigarette machine there, partner. I mean, it was just a Snickers bar. It wasn't like we could get a pack of Marlboro Lights out of a vending machine there at the cafeteria. It was just so. Brian, let's go over here. Miss Lisa Ventura, the superintendent of Maury County Schools, please tell us and tell all our listeners what's going on.
Listen,
I mean, what's happening in the world? What's going on with Maury County Public Schools?
A whole lot of instruction is going on.
A whole lot of you're instructing them, or your instructors are instructing the students?
Both. Yes, we have a whole lot of instruction going on in classrooms. But I will say, this week we had homecoming week at multiple schools, so we have been on a binge of parades, pep rallies, and school spirit that the likes of which I have not seen in a long time. So it's been very, very exciting. Mount Pleasant was last week, but Spring Hill High School, Central, Battle Creek. Battle Creek won't play till Monday because, of course, they have a JV team. But they celebrated all week. All their inaugural events are very exciting. Today I participated in the Central High School homecoming parade.
And I want to talk to you about that real quick.
Oh, my gosh, it was fantastic.
Well, Clayton Harris down at WKOM 101.7, which we're on right now.
Yes.
He was talking about he started getting a bunch of phone calls today, I think, and people were calling. And they said, Clayton, we got blue lights, we got police cars down at Columbia Central. What's going on down there? And Clayton said, hey, man, it's homecoming. What's wrong with you people? We're having a parade,
yes.
So
yes,
right here.
Absolutely.
Outside of Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
We started at Baker Elementary and came on up and ended with a pep rally of epic proportions here at the stadium.
That is awesome.
It was a great. No, it was hot. I'm not gonna lie, it was hot. I was praying for the sun to go down, but it was awesome. It didn't. It didn't. This is my third shirt of the day.
Now my question is this about homecoming. Is the homecoming queen, when does she find out she's the queen? Do you know? Does anybody up here know when she finds out? I mean, when there's voting and
yes.
And will she find out on the football field? Does she find out before she walks out on the football field?
I believe at this school, I believe it's whittled down to 2, and they will find out right now.
Oh,
I mean, they're standing, they're getting ready with their attendants behind us.
And I thought I thought that was the case because you can almost cut the tension with a knife around here. I mean, it's,
the women are getting excited.
So there you have it.
The crown is somewhere in the vicinity.
All right, Brian. So let's get over here. Let's talk about school nutrition. Let's talk about your job as head of the Maury County Public Schools School Nutrition. Are you kind of like the head dietitian and work with each school's dietitian? Is that how that works? Or how? Well, explain to folks what the job is all about.
Well, we have cafeteria managers. I'm just a regular Joe that loves food.
Oh, no, wait. No, Brian, we're not allowed to be too humble on this program.
No,
we're not, but they're too much. I mean, seriously, we kind of got to pump each other up a little bit. So.
We do a lot of work. I mean, there's no doubt about it. We are serving, roughly or just over 13,000 meals a day. It's a lot of work to do at 22 sites. So there is a lot that the managers and the staff do at the schools. I get the joy of trying to find the food that we need and getting our, the items connected there. There are challenges that we have, but we make it work. And people don't notice those challenges is the goal. So
like referees, you don't want to know they're there.
You try not to anyway. So let's talk about you're not serving. What about breakfast? I mean, the main meal. I mean, everybody would think would be lunch.
That's correct.
Are there any schools that within the Maury County system that serve breakfast that do breakfast also?
All of them. Every single school does breakfast.
One of them.
Yep, we're about 4,300 kids a day is what we're serving right now.
I hear the sausage biscuits are delightful.
And we do that in 30 minutes.
Oof. Now, in the old days,
that's impressive.
Back when most of us up here were in school, we didn't have breakfast. We ate breakfast. We grabbed a bowl of cereal, Pop-Tart, whatever the deal is, and then head off, get on the bus, go to school, and just barely make it to lunch. You know what I mean? And then so explain to us about breakfast and breakfast within the school system, why that's important.
Well, I mean, especially for kids. Lost you. Time plug?
No, yeah. I can hear you.
We can hear you.
There you go.
I can hear us.
I can hear.
Okay. We can hear you.
I lost you. So we're serving, like I said, about 4,400 kids a day at breakfast. That really started, a while back. It's pretty much a federal mandate that we actually offer breakfast at schools that are in need. So that's really where it comes from. And we're able to offer those kids. We start our day at the high school or a lot of our schools 7 o'clock, serve till 7:30, or the elementary schools we're starting at 7:30, serve till 8 o'clock, and we're knocking out that in record time really. If you think about the number of kids we're trying to get a hold of, just so they can start their day nutritiously and ready to go in the classroom.
And so the Pop-Tarts, don't fill up with sugar, so we pass out at 12 o'clock.
Better than a big old Coca-Cola, I guess.
Or Snickers.
The thing about
Snickers,
he's trying to eat for
Snickers
breakfast.
in the vending machines.
If they let me, I need a Snickers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What are you talking about?
I will say this.
I mean,
there's a lot of people who do, now you feed breakfast, now you feed lunch. What are the parents' responsibilities? And we can talk about that for hours. hours, but I will tell you this as a teacher, it's really, really hard to learn when you are hungry. It's really, really hard to teach hungry children. So I am so appreciative of the breakfast program. Those kids,
I
that
ain't mad.
sausage
I'm
and
jealous.
biscuit, I know, but that protein gives them what the get up and go to get to lunch.
And there must be some truth behind the saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right, Brian? I mean,
it is. Getting their day going is extremely important, and that's where we're trying to how do we reach our kids so we have more that are ready for their day.
Well, I've just got a personal question for you, and if you don't know the answer, you can tell me. Is a couple of cups of coffee considered breakfast in the morning? It's just a couple of cups of hot coffee. Is that really breakfast?
Sounds
or is that
good
just,
to me.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to say it's breakfast, and then that I'm doing the right thing every day we get
If
up.
it works for you,
okay.
It's a personal decision, and if it works for you, it works. Then, no, we're joined by the Director of Food Operations, Brian Parkhurst, and of course, the Big Kahuna, Lisa Ventura, and her right-hand man down there, who is just he's taking in the sights of homecoming, because again, we've got homecoming that is happening. I mean, it's happening. It's a thing. So
there we are. See, I like the camera.
The former homecoming queen has entered entered the stadium.
She's doing her final walk.
Yes.
Because there really isn't. There are a few things that we experience that are as fun as small town traditions and high school traditions.
Don't break them.
Don't
change them.
Don't change them. And everybody's different. But it really is neat to see these different schools and how they celebrate their kids and their communities. So I got turned around and was just watching for a minute because it's cool, man.
And the Columbia Central Band is in full regalia tonight.
They look beautiful
with their purple plumed hats, and I'm telling you what, the flag girls, it's gallantry at its finest, and the Queen and her court are being taken around the field in some rather snazzy convertibles. I see a big expensive Mercedes and a Lexus out there, and I mean they've really
the other thing,
Corvette. They're putting on the dog here at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
The other thing I'm thinking is there's going to be turf on here next year, and how we're going to get them around this field. So next year we got to figure something out because the cars can't be on the turf. So we got to figure a tradition.
Oh, the cars can't be on the turf.
Yeah.
We can run them out there in like a rickshaw, where somebody
maybe some side by sides.
I was going to say we got some razors we can throw them on the back of that.
Freshmen are in the Gators. Let's go.
So, should be interesting next year for sure. But this really is a lot of fun. And again, high school football at its finest right here with homecoming. And I guess, are we about to hear the announcement of the homecoming queen, or are we just? All right, the ratification of class attendees and whatnot. So this should be a lot of fun.
So, Lisa, you were talking about multiple homecomings.
Yes.
And so when you talk to your principals of the different schools that are having homecomings, of course, there's some coordination with the schools and the downtown office and what needs to go on. Instead of having them all at the same time, it seems like it'd be easier to kind of spread them out if you possibly could, rather than having them all on the same Friday or
That's
same.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, Mount Pleasant was last week, so that was good. But yes, we unfortunately there's a limited number of home games, and there's a limited number of. They really want to pick the opponent. I think it's very it's very intentional who they pick as their opponent. Because it used to just be the first game of the season at home.
Or the last home game, one of the two.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I will tell you, talk about small town traditions, picking your opponent for homecoming. And the opponent knowing that it's homecoming makes a difference too, by the way.
Correct. It is. Like I said, that intentionality is almost frightening. But yes, some days I think it's great to get it all over with in a 2-week period, and then other times I'm like, man, I just can't be everywhere.
Maybe we ought to space this out next year.
Right.
Maybe have one. We got 3 big high schools in Murray County. Let's go
and when we add the fourth,
we'll be on 4 Friday nights.
We'll be on 4
we'll have
Friday
4
nights.
Friday next year.
So, when Battle Creek
hard.
comes on board, it's going to be an arm wrestling match to find out whose homecoming is when.
And when you mentioned Battle Creek, give the folks an update of how everything's going with
Everything is going
with the
fantastic.
newest high school, your crown jewel right now, newest high school in Murray County.
Now you can't call it the crown jewel while I'm sitting here at Central.
Well,
man.
I'm just saying, as far as being brand new and shiny, that's what I'm talking about.
It is going really, really well. It is so exciting to see children in that building, and by children, they are young adults, but it really is. And like I said, on Monday they will do a parade, their first inaugural parade, and they have a whole contest with their floats, and so they're really ramped up and excited. But it's going so well. I think the pre-planning that, like you said earlier, the man, my right-hand man, did for that school is amazing.
The assistant supers.
The assistant supers came through. Those kids have what they need, and it's really, really exciting.
And it must be pretty cool for those kids, the 9th grade and 10th grade, and there's no junior class or senior class right now at Battle Creek High School, to walk in that brand new high school and kind of feel like, you know what? This place is mine.
That's exactly right.
This is our school. I don't care that no other kids have been in these classrooms or in these halls or in these lockers.
Yes.
And this is kind of my school.
That's right. They are marking their territory as we speak.
I mean, that's got to be a cool feeling. I mean,
that's funny for
And
Grizzlies.
like I said, they are building traditions as we speak. And that's exciting, too, to see how excited they are about what they picked to do for homecoming. The theme days that they had, they didn't want to do what everybody else did. They wanted to make sure they were a little different. And just building, they had a dessert bar the other day. Brian, look away, because there's probably some Snickers bars on that dessert bar.
Don't be talking bad about Snickers.
It really has been, though. We were up there yesterday for a meeting, and they're in full swing. This is our first new high school in 70 or maybe 80 years, and to see that staff who came from all over our county and from all over everywhere really coming together, and they are inventing how the culture of that school with those kids, with those 2 classes, and it's really cool to see that.
How they move forward.
Yeah,
that's right.
As their learning process moves forward, how they move forward as young men and women.
That's right.
Within that,
and they did
within that institute, within that building, that campus.
And will they come back? I mean, you look at the percentage of Central teachers that graduated, they're Central alum. You go to Spring Hill High School, there are Spring Hill High School alum that teach there or that work there in some capacity. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that recidivism kind of happens, and people who want to stay in the community. Spring Hill is growing so fast, but they still have that community feel and want to be just part of a small town community.
Well, that's terrific. That's a great report, and I'm sure everybody in Battle Creek is tickled to death to hear it. And Eric, right now, we were down at Mount Pleasant earlier this week for the middle school game, and we noticed that the home run fence or the outfield fence is up at the girls softball field. So things are progressing there in Mount Pleasant. So you want to give us a quick update on?
So in Mount Pleasant, we have a final walkthrough Tuesday to sign off on the softball field. Chris and I were on it this week. It looks really good. That blue and red in Mount Pleasant pops off that turf so nicely.
It's so patriotic. It's not.
It really is.
It's so patriotic. It just gives you this kind of warm, fuzzy feeling all inside when you look at it.
So in Mount Pleasant, we're about 2 weeks out on the baseball field and the turf going down on it. They're actually putting the curbing in this week for the fencing to go back up. Up here at Central, the softball field is ready for turf, and probably within the next 7 days you'll start seeing it go down. The baseball field at Central has been a challenge, I will not lie. We're working through a lot on it, but it's going to be well worth it when it's through.
Okay.
We're also starting the remodeling process on the back gym at Central, and Central has 24 sports. By the end of that project, we will have a dressing room for every sport.
That's awesome.
At Central High School, where they're not sharing and rotating in and out. They're going to have their own. We're working on their weight room. Those things are going really well. And in our world right now, we're finishing up Battle Creek, but we have that $8 million project going on at Spring Hill High School. Their softball field is being completely moved. Their bathrooms are down. They're doing homecoming with portable restrooms tonight, and so we're
That's
working
gotta be
this.
rough, man. I'm just going to tell you right now.
They're pretty sweet. They are trailers that have air conditioners in them, and it's a sweet thing. But we're moving.
Not your construction site portable.
They are not. They are fast and furious right now, though.
I'll tell you, being in the wedding industry, you see those a lot, like at farm weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Those things are nicer than my bathroom at the house.
Right.
Those things are insane.
And for what they're costing for 9 weeks, they should be nicer than They are very nice.
And we just need to explain to people that are listening, watching, or rewatching this broadcast that we've talked about Mount Pleasant, we've talked about Central, we've talked about Spring Hill. You guys at the office, at Maury County Public School office, realize, and everybody realize, there are more schools around this county that their needs will be addressed also. So just they're coming. And I know people are out there going, well, what about us? What about me? Okay.
I can assure you we've had a lot of conversations about Culleoka and Hampshire.
Absolutely. If you guys will just hang tight.
That's right.
Eric and his guys and the downtown office, Maury County Public School System, they're coming to a school near you to address the needs of your facilities also, and they will be done.
Yes.
It just takes a little time.
That's right.
This was a 3-year. This is a 3-year project. We're 18 months in, so
I was at Santa Fe on Wednesday of this week, and they've got their new gym open. Now, it's not a game site gym, but an auxiliary gym, if you will, open, basement, batting cages, locker rooms, weight rooms.
Yeah, the house that Auden Slaughter built. Yes. I'm just going to tell you right now. And if you folks hadn't seen him play basketball live, you missed something.
That's exactly right. Don't miss a game that he's in.
We broadcasted their games from Murphy Center last year in the tournament, and I mean, he lit it up out there, and he's something special. So,
absolutely.
And you know, like you said, these are unit schools, Keith. These are Culleoka, Hampshire, Santa Fe. These aren't the big schools, you know, that are getting out. Not only will the big schools get attention, and they might get a little first in line action, but it'll come to the unit schools also. Everybody's going to get a little piece of that $28 million pie.
And let me tell you, we prioritized everything, but we were so intentional in how we did these football fields. Everybody says, how'd you do this turf? We literally drew for who was going to host Jamboree, and that is why Mount Pleasance was done first.
Right.
So that's how intentional we were in all of this.
And it will just move around.
It's going to move
From
around.
here on, it will alternate each year because it was such a huge success that we did the game day from there this year, and it was a gigantic. I don't know how many people showed up that night. I would say well over 3,000 or 4,000 people. But you know, maybe more than that. I'm not sure.
The gate was big. We know that.
So I mean,
that's all that matters.
And you know, when people you do that, you put on the dog, you dress up a new high school, their new facilities. You want to show it off, and there's no better way to show it off than with a big high school jamboree and have 10 teams, 8 teams come in and play each other for a little bit, and all their fans to kick off the football season. Right? I mean, that's
exactly right.
Each one of our high schools got a $4,000 check off that gate.
There you go.
For showing up and playing 2 quarters.
That's a good night.
It's a great night.
You'll take that every single time. Every coach will take that, I promise you. And speaking of taking things, we're going to take our final break.
Oh, no.
It's our final break of the night.
We're only about 10 minutes from kickoff.
We're 12 minutes from kickoff, so let's take a break. When we come back, we'll make some picks for tonight, and we'll do a lot more right after this, so stick around. And we just got a homecoming queen. Congratulations. I didn't hear her name. So we'll be right back after this.
They celebrate.
Are you tired of living with neuropathy? If you're living with pain and numbness in your feet, then you understand that most treatments only target the symptoms of your neuropathy. At the Dr. Gill Center, our customized therapies target the underlying causes of neuropathy, promoting healing and helping to restore function. Are you ready to say goodbye to pain and limitations of neuropathy and hello to a brighter, pain-free future? Call 615-794-0800 and ask about our $49 special. Take the first step. Start living pain-free with Dr. Gill Center. Call me painfree.com.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
And we're back here on Maury County Public Schools Game Day Show. Final segment of the night, which means it's time to make a few picks, talk about who's going to win tonight's games, and we're going to start Mount Pleasant and Summertown. Down at Summertown tonight. Should be a lot of fun. We'll start
both
over.
Undefeated. Both undefeated. Two undefeated teams.
4-0 coming in, and 2-0 in the region for both of them. So we'll start down on the very far end there. Eric Perryman, who you got?
I got Mount Pleasant. I'm gonna say 28-21.
Oof. All right. Drake. I don't think Pointer is
No,
gonna,
I'm not going to give you a score, but I'm going to give you a victor.
Okay.
Mount Pleasant's going to win that game.
Okay.
They're just going to win.
The Brisket Bowl.
I'll go with Chris.
That'd be an awesome name for the Brisket Bowl. Would be awesome.
I'll go with Chris. I'm going to go with the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
All right. Mr. Keith Stacy.
This is our closest game of the night in terms of their ratings, their rankings.
Okay.
Mount Pleasant is a 4-point favorite. They give up 2 of those because they're on the road, making them a 2-point favorite. Mount Pleasant 27, Summertown 24.
Oh my! You're talking about a nail biter.
Yeah. I'm going to the Brisket Bowl 21-17.
Brisket
Mount Pleasant
Bowl.
At the Brisket.
The Brisket.
We named this game.
The Schaefer's Brisket Bowl.
The Schaefer's Brisket Bowl. You heard it first. We named it right here
we have
on the Game Day Show. What about
I got
some
Summertown.
burn-ins out there?
I got Summertown.
Oh, you're thinking.
Summertown never ceases to amaze anyone out there.
They might not ever let you back in Mount Pleasant again after picking.
Listen, Bill White is my best friend. He'll
He'll
give me a
escort you
pass.
back. He'll escort you back.
All right, Spring Hill at home against James Lawson for
It's
homecoming.
It's homecoming for Spring
Homecoming in
Hill.
Spring Hill. James Lawson. 32-14.
James Lawson?
James Lawson.
James Lawson's going to win, unfortunately.
Folks, I'm going to call the shot right here. Spring Hill
with the upset?
6-3.
6-3.
I didn't say
cloud of dust, baby. Cloud of dust.
I didn't say it was going to be pretty. I just said I'm going to call Spring Hill the winner 6-3.
Well, if they hold Lawson to 3 points, they'll be the first team this year to hold them under 17 to 20 points. I don't think they'll do it. I got Lawson 21, Spring Hill 16.
All right.
Spring Hill will not go Metro and O this year.
They already lost.
No, for sure. They won't. They won't go. They won't split it in half either.
Metro?
Hey, we got the national
Metro,
anthem, guys. We got the national anthem.
Well,
we're going to take a quick
I
break
guess
for that.
we will, take a short 30-second break here.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could.
Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1070.
All right. Final picks of the night. It's the game of the week here on WKOM 1017. We'll start down there with Eric Perryman. It is Columbia Central hosting Lawrence County. Who you got?
Columbia Central. 24-20.
All right.
Columbia Central 24-14.
I agree. Columbia Central 22-8.
I love what Coach Goff said earlier. He expects nothing less than a dogfight from Lawrence County. I think that's the message he's got to sell to his team, and I think that's the right mentality. It's a whole lot easier for us to sit up here and say who's going to win.
Absolutely.
I think Columbia wins this game 28-18.
Tight one.
Well, they're a 10-point favorite.
Jonathan Legendberry.
I have to agree with Mr. Stacy here. I'm going to go with the same score.
Really?
Yep, Columbia Central wins tonight.
Okay, that's it. And what about the Vols this weekend? They're going to go in Norman and take care of business?
Vols.
Well, if you're better, you'll
14 or more.
You'll come out ahead.
14
apparently.
or more. You heard Mr. Stacy call the shot. Right there it is.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show.
It was a fun time.
We will see you next week at 5:30.